This is Ryerson Stadium in Ypsilanti, Michigan. These two teams will break the seal on conference play in this one. It's the Sacramento State Hornets and the Eastern Michigan Eagles. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and Holly Rowe keeping an eye on all of the storylines down on the sideline. Holly?
Hey guys, I did catch up with Coach Creighton pregame. He is so excited to lead his team out onto this field where he was a player himself. He has waited his turn. It is a full circle moment for him. And he said, I cannot wait to be the head coach and be the leader that I had when I was a player. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. And the Eagles, kicker headed toward the football, and their season is now officially underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And here's the guy they want to feed, this senior running back. They want him to take care of the ball, do the dirty work, be good in pass pro, and make plays when he has a chance.
And you got to love this guy's speed. And to me, David, that's the one thing that really separates him from most other running backs in college football. There are so many guys at this level that can make you miss, and they can get in the second level, they can run through tackles, catch the ball, block, all that stuff. This guy, though, has home run breakaway speed. If he gets past your second level, he's out.
And you see defenses take angles on him, and he just outruns them. Like, he's just got that extra gear that's different, that scares you. You can tell people are trying to play so fast to try to catch up. So, number one job for this defense, man, try to make him play in the phone booth, right? Like, don't let him get out in space and get matchups like on a linebacker. Not a good matchup from you. You will lose that one.
Fires to the tight end. At the 45 on his way. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You'd throw it to them, and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Coleman. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Slides past the sticks, and he converts on second and long. Great awareness on the scramble.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for this season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack for just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing third down. They're working that left side. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. What a great job settling in on the road and threatening to score now here on first and goal. They'll pull it on the read. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Slams ahead. And he's in. Touchdown, Sacramento State.
Man, it doesn't get any better than that. You script the first 10 plays, that was 10 plays. That was perfection. That was a touchdown. That's called good scouting, being ready for the football game, and executing to a T to start this game off.
And he makes the extra point. He'll bring it out. It's James. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. So Eastern Michigan's offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. He's a good route runner, good solid hands, and a big part of this passing attack.
It's pretty amazing when you watch this offense because they're not very talented. They're average, quite honestly, in a lot of spots. Except the guy at wide receiver, David. He is elite. And today on offense, everything should go through him.
And when you've got one of those guys, you've got a chance, right? One guy that puts fear in the defense. And I love that we continue to see guys have real success at smaller levels, right? It's not just the power four. These are guys that end up getting plucked and go to the next level. You can still...
Snags it, and he's open. Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. They'll get the transfer rolling with an early carry.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
They'll send the tight end in motion. Looking to throw, it's Kim. Pressure coming. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. Plays that one perfectly. Exceptional accuracy on the punt. Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work. Breaks into the open. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. He's got it again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to get the first through the air. Makes the catch. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And here comes the punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. Catches it cleanly at the 20. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll go to the counter. Couldn't find a lane, a pickup of 1 to the 31. Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Kim. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Finds his target down the middle. Coming through with that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. Eastern Michigan has it and a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. With the catch, it's Bennett. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Back to pass. It's complete to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Looking to throw again. Bought a little time, lets it go. He makes the grab. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the offense gets an automatic first down after the roughing the passer penalty. On the ground, it's Bennett. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He'll try it again. He locked up and held on to bring him down. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. Trying play action. Looking for the end zone. This is picked off in the end zone, but the officials are saying he was out of bounds. Just an incomplete pass and a huge break for the offense. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Got a man. It's Coleman. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Less than a yard to go to pick up the first down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Curtis. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
Wants to throw on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Moving out to the right. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. That's caught by Williams. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. 6th play of the drive coming up. Looking downfield on first down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Really need to find a productive play this time on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Trying to make magic on the scramble. It's a fumble on the play. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover. Off the RPO, complete. Really nice job creating his own space, running with attitude. He's up to the 37-yard line. The Eagles can really attack on this 2nd and short. The play action fake. Snagged out of the air. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running inside. It's Bennett. At the 40, there he goes. It's a seam wide open. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
And the extra point is good. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stops. Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now first down from the 37. Wants to throw it again. Here's a heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. So now it's second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Pulls it in. Oh, he's got some space. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. So no dice on 3rd down, and they'll punt it away on 4th. And that punt will make its way into the end zone, and they'll put it in play from their own 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Using the pads, using the stiff arm, using all kind of strength to get it across the 25 to the 26. Looking to pass. It's Kim. Finds the tight end. Plows through the defense. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. Eastern Michigan going fast.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Caught over the middle. It's Bennett. Oh, out of space. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one. Obviously didn't like what he saw on first down, and they used a timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Tight end finds a soft spot. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Got his man out of the backfield. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And it's 3rd down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. The lead now 6 here in the second.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And he'll be stopped. Return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, we welcome you into the Week 0 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's begin with a look at Virginia taking on the NC State Wolfpack.
He'll bring it out. It's James. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Punts it out of the air. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. Rolled into enemy territory and all the way to the 44-yard line. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can Gets some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Gets rid of it. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. To the air, it's Kim. The throw. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback keeper. Tackled right at the 43-yard line, and this D didn't let him sniff that 1st down marker. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And no shot at a return here as the punt goes out of bounds. Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Going for the big play. And that one's too high and too wide, out of bounds and incomplete. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. They bring the punter onto the field now. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. It has been a complete uphill struggle for both of these offenses, Jesse.
It sure has. At this point, David, someone's just going to have to step up and make a play. Someone's got to break a tackle, make an incredible catch, and just give some life to this offense.
Whatever you can, whatever it takes. Don't worry about looking pretty. That's out the window. We've already looked really, really ugly. We got to find something that works to put some points on the board.
Now the play fake. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. They'll snap it from the 47 on 1st down. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. False start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So important to keep your concentration. Get off on the snap count, not before it. It's 1st and 15. Using his legs, it's Bennett. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the right.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. The handoff as they run the counter play here.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run or high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
Looking downfield is Kim. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Eastern Michigan. He got it, beat down in bounds.
And you want these guys that can take the top off the defense. It changes the way they're going to play coverage on you, and he does it right here. Just runs by the DB. He had no chance to try to catch up with him. Makes the big play down the field. And this will change the way you play defense against this guy the rest of the game.
And with the extra point, they stretch the lead to 13. They march 58 yards for the touchdown on that one. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. Fielded in the end zone, it's Wilson. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Makes the catch and he's free.
And that play is essentially like a jet sweep, right? This offense is going to run the football conventionally. They'll do it between the tackles. They'll do it outside. But there's a lot of different creative ways they can get their playmakers the football in the running game. And I think that was an example of what you saw right there.
Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Might as well give it to him again. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Under fire. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed great. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little better.
He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down.
Well, that time on 3rd and long, they just took what the defense gave them. Nothing down the field. They were hoping maybe he could make somebody miss after the catch. Wasn't able to do it, so now it sets up 4th.
And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. The run inside. It's Bennett. The defense there to make the stop. He barreled right into the teeth of the monster and picked up 4. They'll go 4 wide. Twin receivers on either side on 2nd and 6. Under fire. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. That's the end of the period, and Eastern Michigan has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Back to throw, it's Kim. They go to the wide receiver screen. He is denied, cannot get to the 1st down marker, and it's 4th down coming. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Hauls it in at the 25. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Curtis. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Got 6 on 1st down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some...
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Knocked down at the 43-yard line, and the interception has him set up in plus territory.
it doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter, everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the fourth quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
Pulled down at the 29 after getting 5.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. And this kicker has had a busy night. The field goal unit is out there for the third time. He's going to have to get into this one a little bit from 47 yards away. Absolutely perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative, use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
He'll bring it out. It's Wilson. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Looking down the middle. Middle of the field, Coleman's got it. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll take the deep shot. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Fires to the right. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. Open field on the right. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now 1st and goal. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Gonna look downfield again. Get it out on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. He'll try to put it in drive this time on 2nd and goal from the 14. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. He'll throw it. Firing to the right, complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. If they can pay off this 3rd and goal opportunity, man, oh man, those collars start getting a little tight across the way. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got room on the return. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business. Eastern Michigan's offense takes the field to get this drive started. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Offense gets the ball back, up by 2 scores.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few 1st downs together, we're looking really good. They feed him again. Picks up the 1st down. Got a little grass.
He now has 115 yards rushing, and he's making his presence felt in this first game. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game off offense.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Line gets set, first down.
Here we go. Ready, go.
Here comes the option. Now the pitch. Oh, the Houdini-like moves get it to the 22. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Running inside. It's Bennett. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. And the Eagles are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short.
22.
You're going to hear guys after this game say, got to work harder, got to be more intense. You know, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets. And it seemed to me that's what happened out there today.
Yeah, just never really got into a